He'll ride his man on the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Just a simple power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
From the gun, give on the inside. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
And the Badgers look to keep this drive humming. Trying to make magic with his feet. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick completion on the out route. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Pressure coming. Makes his connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On second down, he'll fire. Quick strike complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. The official says no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now to being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Still running at the 40. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Quick toss. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's up to 49 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. And the Badgers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Badgers! A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chain. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Afterburner's coming. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Using the quick game. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
From the gun, the ground game. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
Which is a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. And the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
He's loose on the right. The 40. Past the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Now the play fake. They're trying to get to it. He's got his man. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Silva. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Snags it over the middle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The give out of the gun. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Wants to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box. He moved to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Man, these plays are just so demoralizing for defenses. You did a good job. You got him in a 3rd and predictable situation. What does he do? Finds a way out of it, makes a big play. Now he's set up 1st and goal. Forget that play. Now let's hold him to a field goal.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Owl. Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
He's moving out of the pocket. At the 40, there he goes. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Plows through the defense. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Badger. And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play.
And the pass is intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Line gets set, first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. At midfield, he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kid. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How great is it on offense when you don't just have receivers and running backs that can make plays, but your quarterback can hurt the defense throwing it and running it as well. The speed, the open field running ability, his ability to make people miss, such a unique weapon in college football, and this team's got a guy.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Motion from the offense. The play action fake. Swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Badgers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, how about the running back showing you a little agility, baby? A little toe tapping on the sidelines. He looked like a wide receiver. Make sure he kept his feet in bounds, makes the catch, gets some positive yards.
One more snap coming before halftime. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Badgers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And
all kinds of running room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He's got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
he was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
He'll just keep slinging it, trying to escape and get it himself. Tripped up for the tackle.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Between the uprights, it's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Tennessee is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Neyland Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, the running back looking for room. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Goes to the option. Now the pitch. He's out past the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. He's got an open man. At the 35, he's open. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And the pummeling has started.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
Complete downfield. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
When you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got room at the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Makes the grab over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then
they get him a rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Touch pass on the jet sweep. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The throw. Grabs it in the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown now! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick completion to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
What a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz. mess up this rhythm they got going.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. He's going to pass. He's right on target. He's brought down solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. They'll try the run. At the 45 on its way. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Silva. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to run, it's Silva. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. He's looking to pass. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense...
And he reels it in inside the 30. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies into the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Badger. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. Comes out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown now. Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Still looking on the move. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Peters. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down, and if we add points, we add points.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try to get outside. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Lining up to add another. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, every time you watch the tape,
he smashes his way through again. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but you drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Buying some time. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Shakes off the defender. Works his way through the traffic, and he picks up 8 yards on the play, and this one's much more manageable on 4th and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. Makes a connection. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. On a little time, lets it go. Snags it. And he'll be brought down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On second down, wants to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He'll try to tack on one more. It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. On first down from the 13-yard line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
yards.